Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Friday morning, September 28th, 2018. More drama in the staged theatrics of the Kavanaugh hearings. Christine Blasey Ford and the accusers versus Kavanaugh, the well scripted puppet show that it is. The latest is the Democrats have walked out. They want an investigation before there's any confirmation. CNN, true to form, has given us a headline by the numbers. Notice Democrats walk out sums 257 like Supreme Court, like Scottish Rite. And again, Kavanaugh was nominated July 9th by the numbers, and his hearing began September 4th by the numbers, 57 days later. Look up the history of Washington, D.C. George Washington, the Scottish Rite Freemason, inaugurated at age 57. The name George equals 57. The majority of the first presidents were all inaugurated at age 57 because from way back in the 1700s up to the present, everything in Washington, D.C. has been done by this numerological code that is Gematria, which comes from Kabbalah, which is what Freemasonry is based in. And again, part of understanding this knowledge is allowing yourself to break out of the box that's been built around you. The Freemasons have two important mottos: order out of chaos, which pretty much means create the problem or take advantage of the problem and provide the solution, a way of achieving agenda. Another motto they have is divide and conquer. United we stand, divided we fall. The tyrants at the top know that a divided populace is easier to control, easier to string along. And they do that with their political parties that they control both halves of, the Republicans and the Democrats. There is no difference in the Republicans and Democrats in terms of their political policies. They do the same things. Their rhetoric might be different, but when it comes time to governing, they don't behave any differently. So let's look at it in Gematria one more time, keeping in mind that the Freemason logo has the compass set at 47 degrees as a tribute to the 47th problem of Euclid about how to establish foundation. Foundation equals 47. This nation's birthday is the 4th day of the 7th month, not arbitrarily. But in Gematria, DC equals 47, government 47, authority 47, Republican 47. They came out of the Whig Party, Whig 47. Remember, it was Abraham Lincoln that led it from the Whig Party to the Republican Party. He said 7 years ago. Why do you think he said it that way? 7 years? 7? Democrat 47, White House 47, President 47, Caesar 47, Trump 47. We just got done talking about Jeff Flake, Agent 47 from Snowflake, Arizona, 47. Anyhow, this is over a judge confirmation, Judge 47, Gavel 47, Obey 47. The people who walked out, who spoke in the media, were Mazie Hirono, born in 47, Camilla Harris, Richard Blumenthal, and Sheldon Whitehouse. What a name for Washington, D.C. Again, in case we went too fast, White House 47. But here's Mazie Hirono, not to be confused with Maisie Starr, who's saying Fade Into You. Look at Mazie Hirono's birthday, November 3rd, 11/3, like 113, like how Scottish is 113. Mazie Hirono, same gematria as government. What a name, what an agent. Camilla Harris, her name, just like Washington, just like how Kavanaugh's 49, just like how his hearings began on September 4th, a date that can be written 4/9. Kind of like how today is the day leaving 94 days left in the year, the reflection of 49. Richard Blumenthal. Richard, one of those good names with 47 gematria. And how about Sheldon Whitehouse, the schmuck that he is? We know Whitehouse is 47. Look at Sheldon. Perfect overlap with theater in 3 of the 4 base ciphers. DC on the 77th meridian. This is what Washington, D.C. is every single day. Organized theater. Nothing meaningful ever comes out of Washington, D.C. Don't you see how they always have hearings and investigations and testimonies, and it's all just a big puppet show. It never leads to anything, you know? Never. It's just a bunch of contrived crap that gets people all worked up and fighting, and that's the whole point of this. Get people fighting in their neighborhoods, with their communities, with their family members. Washington, D.C. is nothing but a puppet show. The people who control the nation, they're not the government. The government's just a puppet show, period. The people who control this nation are the central bankers and the industrialists, period. That's who controls the nation. Their puppets are what distract everybody in Washington, D.C. every day. You know, when the central bankers and the industrialists say, let's go to war, then the puppets in Washington, D.C., they go and vote and make it look like there's a war. You know, they send Colin Powell to the United Nations to show aerial pictures of nothing and say, oh, those are Saddam Hussein's weapons of mass destruction that we could never find. You know? These people don't make any decisions. You know? When the central bankers say they want militarized police, they want surveillance cameras everywhere, they want less liberties for the people in this nation, they want more chemicals and poisons in their food, then they go get their little puppets in Washington, D.C. to make it all happen. You know, a decade ago, remember what Congress was talking about? How we couldn't know what was in our food. You had your elected officials voting so that you could not know what was in your food. And you know, of course it's mostly the Republicans that do this stuff. That's because the Democrats aren't even a real party. They're just kind of like the straw man in the field, meant to scare away the crows. You know. Sheldon Whitehouse, just such a ridiculous name, also 84 like United States of America. Sheldon Whitehouse, also 78 like Scottish Rite. Masonry and Jesuit also have the Gematria of 84 and 78. Things we've talked about many times. Sheldon's 62 years old, Mason 62. Richard Blumenthal's 72, Jesuit Order 72. Camilla Harris 53 like Kavanaugh. The feminine number symbolizing the Vesica Piscis, the womb of the universe. But again, the point is, don't get caught up in the puppet show. It's what the whole nation does. They can't see through the obvious contrived crap. And my other point is, if you guys would, the 20-some thousand of you subscribed here that haven't picked up the book yet, if you'd go out and do that, I'd have some resources to make some things happen in this world, you know? If you guys will invest in this research, I can do bigger and better things. Like I could be in Washington, D.C. today making some noise. I'd love to be here at this building, educating people on the street with a bullhorn. And I'd love to pay for some other people to come along with me who are dedicated to this research too. So the 20-some thousand of you who haven't picked up the book yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. I guess you're not that invested in the truth. I'd imagine that the 20-some thousand of you who haven't picked up the book, you've probably gone and invested in McDonald's this week, Taco Bell, Burger King, you know, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Popeye's Chicken, Nike, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, etc. You want to invest in tyranny? Keep doing that. You want to invest in the truth and make something happen? Pick up the book. Not only are you investing in this research, you're investing in yourself. You know, if you're doubting the book, come read the reviews. We got 55 reviews up. A lot of people very happy about it. You know, here's Roger. Your work is truly awesome, plus your dedication in getting this knowledge out there. I appreciate it so much. I am reading slowly to ingest every word, calculation, method, and principle you have mastered, as I would like to share it with my friends and family. A big thank you. Roger from the UK. See, Roger's got the right idea. This should be everyone's idea. This is what needs to be happening right now. We broke the code. I've been teaching it since 2013. I finally put it in a book that's good enough to educate the masses. You should have it. And for all of you who say, well, I don't want it because it's digital, then print out the thing. You know, it's not that hard to take the digital file down to your local copy shop and have it printed. Plenty of people have done that same thing, had the book printed and bound themselves. Last night I had a woman named Joanne who I was helping through the email, guide her through how to print it and how to put it together. You need some help, I'm here through the email. I'm here through the Etsy messaging service. So, you see how it says ask a question here? If you do that, I'll get your message, I'll respond to you. But, you know, it'd be nice to see more people invest in the truth. All right, truth seeker. Until next time.